woman here tonight who can come up here and prove me wrong, I will shut my mouth and pay her $500.
First come, first serve. Come on, take one more.
You want to take me?
Come on. Very good. Can we please shake hands? I said you will be getting a second warning call. That is it. The winner and still undisputed intergender wrestling champion of the world.
I am the winner! I've got the brains!
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. You ever heard of the rock band Paramore? They are edgy. They are rebellious. They are raging against the corporate machine. Oh, yeah, baby. And their lead singer just got down on her knees, looked into the camera, and gave an anti-Trump screed of a speech, shockingly live at a show. And everyone was like, whoa, the passion, the power, the energy. How'd she do? Look at this. Look at it happening right now. She's so ready to fight. Kamala Harris is right. This is so awesome. Except for it's all fake. It's not real. When the actual video was released from what was going on, you realize that the Democrat Party is literally just had literally just scripted the entire thing. Isn't that amazing? And the older you get, you realize that so much of life is just humiliating. So much of what you've been psyoped into thinking is real, passionate, or powerful is actually just scripted drivel from inside of a corporate boardroom of people who wish to manipulate you. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Democrats are now paying entertainers to denounce President Trump at their concerts. Don't believe me? Why was Haley Williams of Paramore reading off a script? Who wrote the script? Paramore's Haley Williams, passionate, completely spontaneous rant about Donald Trump, Project 2025, was completely scripted. Here she is reading the whole thing from a script held up by somebody else. Oh, no. Wow. Look at that. I love the one guy in the back. I love, yay, yay. Just consume product. Don't ask questions and consume more product. People have also noticed that when Kamala Harris does interviews, there happens to be a massive teleprompter waiting at the ready. This was during the Oprah interview. We don't have confirmation. Of course, the audience wasn't allowed to film. And this person was sneaking this footage themselves. Don't have confirmation that Kamala Harris was reading from a script, but is it really beyond the realm of possibility here that Kamala Harris was reading from a script in the Oprah Winfrey interview? Everything about Kamala Harris is fake. This is one of my favorite accounts. Interesting. He's like a big data guy. Okay, a board member, big data pioneer, Intel ops, CIA contractor. He tracks cell phones. All right, so bro tracks cell phones, and you're able to geofence when there are like big political events, rallies and things like that. And you're able to see the mobile device, specific mobile device signals. And then you're able to map them out as to where those phones have gone and what they were doing, where they've been. And this is really interesting. 4,000 mobile devices at Kamala Harris's rally in Flint, Michigan. So presumably there's 4,000 people. Most people carry a mobile device on them in the modern era, the year 2024. So if there's 4,000 people at Kamala Harris's Michigan event, that's pretty impressive, right? Wow, good for her. Using previous Harris rally overlay, so these are so how many of these unique devices have been to Kamala Harris rallies before? You can see that almost 4,000 of them were at 3 or more past rallies. Well, that's a little strange. Maybe these people are just unemployed and they do nothing but travel the country and go to Kamala Harris rallies, or maybe they are employed and they go around traveling to Kamala Harris rallies because they're being paid by the Democrat Party, just like the Paramore lead singer, right? Everything is fake. Kamala Harris, who often brags that she worked the fries at McDonald's without providing any proof, clearly demonstrating here that she doesn't have the intelligence to do that, that she doesn't have the capacity. She wouldn't have the capacity to actually run the fries. The person running the fries at McDonald's is smarter than this This is what happens when Kamala Harris's teleprompter breaks. Listen to this.
Remember his number? 32. Today we got 32 days until the election. So 32 days. 32 days. Okay, we got some business to do.
This is when the teleprompter breaks.
All right.
You can see right here. You can see the horror in her eyes. Look at that. Look, this is when she realizes that she's off prompter. And no one is telling her what to say.
We got some business to do. All right. 32 days. And we know we will do it.
What?
And this is going to be a very tight race until the very end. We are the underdog, and we know we have some hard work ahead.
So she repeats herself 4 times. She says the number 32 4 times. And then she just literally goes into like a broken record script. Kamala's teleprompter briefly went out during the beginning of her speech, and you can tell the exact moment when it happened. She absolutely had no idea what to say, or what to do. Humiliating. Contrasting that, of course, with President Trump, who doesn't read from a prompter like at all during his speeches. That is quite obvious. Donald Trump at recent speeches absolutely destroying Kamala Harris for this. Firstly in Butler, Pennsylvania, and then Wisconsin. Here we go.
Now, we have so many others, and I won't do it because we have to really get out of here before it gets too cold for people. But I love it much better because there's one teleprompter. Not that I use the teleprompters too much. Isn't it nice to have a president that doesn't need a teleprompter? No, we don't need it. But this one was right smack in the sun. Great job back there, fellas. They said the teleprompters are working fine. Well, thank goodness. Did you see what happened the other day with the teleprompter with her? That was not a pretty sight. The teleprompter went off and she went off too. She didn't know what the hell happened. And you know, teleprompters are very dangerous because they go off a lot. You have to be prepared for them to go off cold blank. You'll have 100,000 people. You have 75,000 people. You have this. And if the teleprompter goes off, you got to be able to move. She did not move well. This was not a good situation. We're not going to let him do it, Troy. We're not going to let her destroy our country. That dummy. Did you see where the teleprompter went off yesterday? She didn't know what the hell. My teleprompter, I don't even use it. That's why I don't actually use it too much. But, you know, when you do this stuff a lot, teleprompters break. She had a bad moment yesterday. It broke, right? And she kept saying the same number over and over. I said, what's wrong with her? And maybe it didn't break. I don't know. She said it broke. But when you do this stuff, as we say professionally, you better, because I've lost it many times. I had one in Ohio.
Kamala Harris has had a humiliating run in the media, prompter or no prompter. I still think she probably used a prompter during the Oprah interview. She decided to take this moment when there are hundreds of thousands of Americans who can't get electricity, clean water, food, wireless signal, or internet to go on a sex podcast that regularly talks about, vulgar sex stuff. Call her daddy. And Kamala Harris, I think, without any notes, was asked, why are you even doing this? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? And her answer shows you why she needs a prompter. Here we go.
Curious, like, you don't do too many long form interviews. What made you want to do Call Her Daddy today?
Well, I think you and your listeners have really got this thing right, which is one of the best ways to communicate with people is to be real, you know, and to talk about the things that people really care about. I mean, what I love about what you do is that your voice in your show is really about your listeners. And I think especially now, this is a moment in the country and in life where people really want to know they're seen and heard and that they're part of a community. that they're not out there alone. And so I'm really glad to be with you.
Please, please. I can't take any more of this. 30 more days. That I can manage. I cannot do 4 years of this. Please, for all the love of all that is good and decent in this world, elect Donald Trump president. Help me in doing so. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.